Shehu Sani slams ex-governor for seeking justice after ignoring court orders. Thomas Martin, who is Shehu Sani referring to here? I'm sure it's not ex-governor Wiki of Rivers State. And wow. Probably this is the criticism that Nweke is trying to get back on Sani to say who was he, what did he achieve when he was a senator. But let me get into the details quickly to see if I can get more into the ex-governor that Shehu Sani is slamming here. Senator Shehu Sani has accused a former governor of blatant hypocrisy for seeking justice in court despite a history of disobeying court orders and disregarding the rule of law. The former governor, who has been accused of demolishing houses and shops, seizing lands, retrenching civil servants, and refusing to pay compensation to victims, is now seeking justice from the same institution he has consistently disregarded. Oh. Senator Sani pointed out the irony of the situation, stating that the former governor has a history of contempt for the judiciary, yet is now seeking relief from the court. The senator's statement highlights the double standard of the former governor, who has shown a willingness to disregard the law when it suits his interest. Wow. So the man who defied court orders and demolished the houses and shops of people is now seeking justice in the court. The man who defied the court orders and seized people's lands and shared it to others is now seeking justice in the court. The man who defied the court orders and retrenched thousands of civil servants and teachers is now seeking justice in the court. The man who defied court orders and refused to pay compensation to his victims is now seeking justice in the court. The man who incapacitated the impoverished judges in his state is now seeking justice from the court. The man who arrested journalists and people expressing their opinions on social media is now seeking justice in the court. The man with a known history of disobedience to the rule of law, and others is now seeking justice in the court. Oh boy, this will not be joke. Shehu Sani finished the person here, and I'm sure this person must be Wiki. No wonder Wiki went to respond in a different meeting or rather TV show to say who was Shehu Sani when he was a senator. What was his performance? Now, this is bullet for bullet. Senator Shehu Sani's comment has sparked a conversation about the importance of holding leaders accountable for their actions and respecting the rule of law. The senator's statement has been met with widespread support, with many calling for leaders to be held to the same standards by the same standards they expect from others. I'll be lying. So Shehu Sani has spoken well here, and he didn't mention anybody's name specifically, but I'm sure this thing has hit Wike so hard, because all the things he mentioned were the things Wike was doing when he was the governor of Rivers State. So I'm sure this thing touched Wike. That's why Wike is saying who was Shehu Sani was the senator, what was his performance. It's not enough to come to social media or come to the internet to come and be criticizing public office holders. We have seen activists that when they were given political appointment, they failed woefully. Those were the words of Wiki, I'm sure, in reaction to what Shehu Sani is saying here. Oh boy, not be joke. And I'm sure people are already reacting to Shehu Sani's comment here, and a lot of people will like it, not be lie. Let's see what people are going to say. Someone say Erufai on my mind, not be Erufai. Erufai is there, but my mind is Wiki. Some say we don't expect Shehu Sani to say anything different about a man that retired him from politics anyway. I don't think this is not about Erufai. Some say, but do you know you are disgusting? Why are you people so backward in mentality? Why not tell us where he lied? But he didn't lie now. Yaya Bello, not Yaya Bello. This is not Yaya Bello. It's Erufai. It's not Erufai. This is Wiki. So we say, who is this powerful ex-governor that Shehu Sani cannot mention his name? Sani is being afraid of kidnapping. So we say, now hell refired, not be refired. El-Rufai is a demon and a satanic, despotic, mean, diabolical, and corrupt man. Jail term awaits him. Oh boy. The judiciary is not independent. Put yourself in their shoes. A country where governors are mini God. They have the power to appoint chief judge in each of their states, while the president appoints chief judge at the federal. Now, my question is, can these appointees go against their paymasters? Believe you, and I know the answer, because it's difficult for the clock to move anti-clockwise. And that is true. You got it right there. You got it right there. All this nonsense is because the judiciary corrupt judges are like toys in the hands of governors and other politicians. The presidency is the worst among them. You have a case where the head of judiciary is going to have lunch with the president. What a shame. Can that happen in US or in Europe? It cannot happen. Somebody says stupid wiki. Exactly. I'm sure it's wiki. Somebody says wiki. Very clear. It's wiki they're talking about. Even Wike, the FCT minister, did same thing in Rivers State. Today, his group is in court seeking for justice. No work. I'm telling you, we all know who he is referring to. Is Wike. He think he will remain as governor forever. El-Rufai is the making. No, it is payback time. When Honorable Minister Bello assumed duty as Minister of FCT, he was confronted with more than 200 cases against the activities of El-Rufai. Oh boy. So which he had refused to obey as Honorable Minister of FCT. So who else again? In my candid opinion, I believe the judiciary is the main culprit for the unruliness among our politicians. The judicial arm of government has rendered itself impotent due to corruption that has pervaded their rank. So if they stick to the constitutional provisions and discharge their functions without compromise, nobody, no matter how highly placed, will dare their judicial pronouncement. And again, if the trial is swift and judgment merciless, where necessary, nobody will dare to disobey judges. Among the three arms of government, it seems the judicial arm is the least powerful arm of government, because it's the executive and the legislature that determines the powers of the judiciary. That is where the issue is. They cannot be independent. Just like what somebody said here, which we know, when the president is the person that pushed the Attorney General and Commissioner and the Minister for Justice, he pushed the CJN, Chief Justice of Nigeria. Okay, and then the governor pushed the Chief Justice of the state and the Commissioner for Justice. So what else do you get? So he who pays the piper dictates the tone. That is it. As some senator say his name now, this thing actually got to so many people, and I'm sure this is the one that Wike is responding to. Now, El-Rufai, it is ex-governor El-Rufai. Not only El-Rufai, even Wike is affected. I'm telling you, even Wike is affected in this matter. So thank you for listening. Let's have a comment. That is the blast that came from Senator Shehu Sani to the former governors who disobeyed law, disregarded the judiciary, and now seeking justice in court. Quite unfortunate.